So now here's the questions that on the Regents exam are going to cause the most amount of trouble in terms of any of these transformation questions, because there is one or two or three or possibly four different things that could happen here and get the original one to end up on the other one. We sometimes assume there has to be three and there could really only be one. It just depends on what goes on. My best advice to these is just play around with it and try to see what happens and try to draw the intermediate ones in there. So here's what I'm going to look at. All right, if I look at this, I think I probably immediately am like, okay, that reflects over the y-axis. So then my advice is, so do that. So B is going to end up here. C is going to end up here. D ends up here. A ends up here. But, oops, not there. A ends up there. Label them. A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. So reflect over the x-axis. And then more than likely, you're like, oh, wait, Kate, translation down to. And here's the thing, okay, that does happen, but what we have to understand is that that's going to end up with C double prime right here, which it doesn't want to be there. So all the points are backwards. And what has to happen is, to fix this, it has to reflect over the y-axis at the end. Because then that's going to get the points to where they belong, all right, because they're all backwards. D double prime is going to be over here. So these two need to flip, which is why it's going to have that y-axis in there at the end also. So these are challenging. Try to draw the middle images in there, because that's going to be a big help to you.